This is my first video cast ever done before. I've never done this before. I want to talk about what a passionless performance will bring us after Tuesday. If Obama performs poorly, we all suffer. This is the first video cast, as I said. I will summarize what I believe will be the result of after President Obama either fails or energizes the base. I hope he succeeds. Hope. I'm talking to postal workers tonight too. Our jobs are literally on the line. They depend on the re-election of Barack Obama, whether you like it or not, because the other side has promised to privatize us, leaving us out in the cold, leaving the Postal Service with a low-paid temporary staff left with no benefits or no future. Republicans hate unions and working people who earn a decent pay. Can't you get that through your head? The sharp loss since October 3rd up to 12 percentage points is a direct result of Obama's debate performance. And what I'm talking about, he didn't respond to Romney in any way of the blatant lies. Bill Clinton would have done a good job. Howard Dean would have succeeded. Heck, an active Democratic high schooler would have done better than Barack Obama that night. It's the worst in the history of any presidential debates, on a par with Vice Admiral James Stockdale's infamous line, "Who am I? Why am I here?" That guy didn't want to become vice president, and neither does it seem that Obama wanted to be president given by his marshmallow performance. Oh, I hear this spin. Just wait for the next debate this coming Tuesday. Just wait for Romney to make another gaffe. Just wait until Mitt's tax returns are uncovered by Larry Flint. There's got to be an October surprise. Maybe Jimmy Carter's grandson will find a secret video of a secret meeting. Who knows? Seems we are forever waiting for a silver bullet to project the Obama campaign to success, to a big enough landslide to pull the House back into the blue. After all, to wipe out gridlock, the government requires nothing less. One side or the other must take all. For sure, we can't wait on the candidate himself to generate the necessary magic, considering his first showing in front of 70 million people. What was on his mind that night? What went wrong? There are several explanations or theories floating around. I have some of my own about as plausible. Of course, none of these theories will make any. It doesn't matter what happens if the remaining debates prove successful for Obama or not. However, we painfully revisited the side of Barack Obama that discouraged most of the base back in since 2008. His overwhelming willingness to make concessions, his urgency to compromise, and his unquenchable eagerness to appease those committed to his destruction make him not a peacemaker but a fool. Blatant falsehoods went unchallenged, opportunities were ignored. The self-imposed priority, whatever strategy that was, muffled truth to power. Romney disgraced the president with his boy insult, a delicious dish for the righteous, racist base. Throwing out red meat to the right was more important to Romney than anything else. Energizing the base clearly was the intent, and subtly referring to Barack Obama as a boy. But why didn't the president respond? That's the question. Why didn't he respond? The throbbing reality is Obama makes concessions and that doesn't hurt him in the long run, but everyone he represents. He'll go along to join the prestigious President's Club, whether or not he blows this election or not, while we suffer under the consequences of his failure. His successor, or the never-ending gridlock paralyzing the nation, will punish the left as promised. America may not be able to survive the next civil war, but now in the incubation stage. I believe that the seeds are being planted right now for another civil war. Obama may not have to have the fight left in him for several reasons. We can only guess. The second recession is on the horizon. The economists claim a recession is certain if Congress and the White House don't work out a deal by January, and they sure don't act like they will. And it may be that a major recession is inevitable, regardless of a settlement or not. Europe is reeling on the edge. As America goes, so goes the world. America is the kingpin. China's wealth depends on America's prosperity. President Obama probably has been advised of this outcome and may not want to be in office when the proverbial crap hits the fan. Thus his poor performance debate. And I think there could be a secret threat by the Republicans. Republicans, Karl Rove that bunch. They realize a Hail Mary pass would be necessary to throw the election to Romney. So, according to this scenario, they secretly threatened Obama with hard evidence of infidelity while he was a state senator in Illinois. If true, Obama knows this would not only wreck his presidency in his second term and possibly lead to impeachment, but could lead to dissolvement of his marriage. Karl Rove and a whole list of right-wing operatives would be delighted to place Obama in such a pickle. They've done it before. Why not now? This is Karl Rove's favorite thing to do. If the threat isn't a personal indiscretion, it could be a physical one, which many on the right are not only capable of doing, but culpable in doing. The fact there's a black man in the Oval Office is a totally unacceptable reality for them, and they'll do whatever it takes to remove him. In any case, if Obama is reelected, they will impeach. On what grounds, you ask? Well, as you've seen in the past, dredging up false charges against a Democrat is their norm. They'll invent scandal or build one out of thin air. They don't need a valid reason, just a Republican Congress to go after the president. They have a sick attitude and they are not patriots. Iran war. Israel is close to launching an attack on Iran and expects its big benefactor, the U.S., to enthusiastically join in, but Obama doesn't agree. He realizes a war against Iran would produce much worse consequences than the Iraq and Afghanistan engagements. So it could be that war with Iran is inevitable. And he sees that. He doesn't want to be in office when that happens. And he also probably remembers the good old days. Barack and Michelle remembering how their times of obscurity when hardly anyone knew them and they could walk around the mall and freely speak without every word being scrutinized and scrubbed. Obama yearns for those days, but they're unreachable so long as he's president, so his mind drifts and drifts and drifts. These are only theories as to why he poorly performed that night, but who knows? Maybe his debate coach, John Kerry, didn't prep him properly. Why did the president keep his head down, staring at notes? I guess I'm doing the same thing tonight. What was he thinking? Did he not realize 70 million Americans were watching? Now we face a continuation of government paralysis. If he follows the first debate in a similar vein, it will be worse. He may squeak by, but dozens of Democratic candidates won't. Without coattails, they lose, and so do we all. What can we do about it? You can contact your Democratic officials and representatives today and emphasize we demand a sharp retort to Romney and Republican lies. Maybe not as visible as Biden's, but Joe Biden was on fire, but maybe too much on fire. But there's got to be a strong response nevertheless. Obama has to win in November or the nation loses. We all lose if Obama loses. Thank you and good night.